We are probably the most diet conscious. We've probably done more diets than any other country in the world, and we are the most obese country. I would say your average person over a lifetime probably has gained and lost hundreds of pounds just in their lifetime. So as a country, we are not a healthy country in terms of diet. This takes several different aspects of health into account, because health and well-being are very important parts of a successful weight loss and successful weight removal. One of the things is this does not have a diet. There is no diet. There is no calorie restriction. The word restriction does not enter into this. It's not a deprivation. There's flexibility, and it is a healthy, well-balanced eating plan because it contains the correct balance of all of the nutrients that really comprise a healthy diet. And you are what you eat. So your cells are going to know, your skin, your tissues are going to know what to do with the correct balance of nutrients. If you don't give a correct balance of nutrients, your body is not going to handle it correctly. So that's number one. Number two, the plan itself is motivating because this is a plan that does not require exercising. It works more effectively and faster when exercise is involved, but it's not necessary. It will work anyhow. So it's a very doable plan, and people feel well on this because the eating plan is something they can live with, and there's flexibility, which is very important. Because the Italian diet is a very healthy diet. If you look at the components of an Italian diet, it's the Mediterranean diet. It contains olive oil, it contains fruits and vegetables. There is potentially wine on the diet if you want it. Wine has antioxidants in it. So this is a high fiber diet. It's really a very healthy way of eating. The fact that it happens to be from Italy is just a testimony to the healthiness, the health of an Italian diet. Well, the treatments complement the eating plan, but let me first qualify that the eating plan all by itself would be sufficient for weight loss in the long term because it is healthy and because it is designed for that. Now, the treatments that are given here work synergistically with the eating plan. And what that means is that you have a combination of body saunas. So what you're getting is heat. You're having wraps also, localized wraps and overall wraps. What these treatments do is they increase the metabolic rate, the metabolism of the person. Now, if you wanted to burn in exercise 300 calories, for example, which is 1 pound, you would have to jog for a full hour. In the process of doing this, before you would actually start to break down fat, you would break down some of your muscle in the process because it's traumatic to the muscle. And you would also create acid, namely lactic acid. When you do one of these treatments, for the same period of time, you are having none of the breakdown of acid. You are not breaking down any muscle. What you are doing is causing an acceleration, an increasing of the metabolism of this person. So you can burn anywhere from 1,500 to 2,000 calories during just one of these treatments. Exercise by itself, no, you don't have to. In fact, I mean, exercise is important in terms of movement and walking, but you don't have to run for an hour and injure yourself to lose weight. Eating healthy and doing treatments such as these increase your metabolic rate without having to exercise. And the patients, the clients who have been here, really repeatedly we're seeing these types of successful results. What's innovative is the combination. I mean, the combination of using treatments that are really well known, but adding new technology to it and adding an innovative way of putting it together in a plan with counseling, with support, with an eating plan that overall has proven to be quite successful for these clients, and that's what's innovative about it. Plus, what's innovative are the results, because these are people who have failed diet plans repeatedly. They have gone on so many diets and gained weight and lost weight and gained weight. These are the longest, I mean, the period of time that they have not only kept and maintained their weight is innovative in itself. Plus, the types of results we're seeing in localized fat is very innovative. And as a dermatologist, I mean, seen patients who can lose weight in a localized way, lose fat in just one place, going from a size 12 to a size 8 in a short period of time. I mean, we're talking about a weight loss of 10 or 15 pounds. But that's not 6 or 7 clothing sizes. The reason that people have a larger clothing size is they have fat deposits that prevent them from wearing a smaller clothing size. By losing a minimal amount of weight, applying some of these particular wraps, they're able to lose weight locally, such as in saddlebags. Most of the people who gain weight gain it because they didn't eat properly as children. And that really makes a difference. It decides early on. All of the problems that we see later on, really the roots of them are in childhood. So number one is to start eating healthy from a very early age and to have that awareness, because a lot of kids don't. They can eat junk in McDonald's and cupcakes and brownies, and then they reach a certain age and, oh, we have to start watching our weight because we gained it. So the key is really to start eating from an earlier age properly with healthful results. Now, when you eat a healthy eating plan early on, that is what you're going to grow up eating. That is what your habit is, that's what you're used to, and that's what your body wants. Once you are an adult and you start, you have to take off weight, the key is to eat a healthy eating plan so that it's comfortable, and that is the way you have to eat for life. It is not going to be helpful to go on a diet that restricts calories. The very thought of restricting anything, deprivation, does not work. You reach your end point and phew, finished, now I can go back. No, you really need that. And maintaining with periodic maintenance types of visits here is a good way of keeping it off if that's possible. Children don't have to be convinced. Children have to be taught. I mean, I look at my own children, who I have to say, used to love eating Big Macs. They can be educated and they can be trained, and they want to eat in a healthy way, but they don't know how, and very often their parents don't know how. So I don't think that's a problem. I think it's what you have in the house and what you feed your children.